Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Trojans will kick this deep to start us off. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. First down here for this offense. Here's the option play. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here's the second down play. They'll try the option play here.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Defense is coming after him. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
The Wolverines are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back to pass. It's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Football comes out. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Childs. Pressure, and he lobs it deep down the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incompletion sets up a 3rd down now for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times, college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
The pass rush closing in. He's got it near the end zone. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 7, USC 0.
crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SC. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They're going to run the option. Inside the 35-yard line. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense. Enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Fighting off the defender. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. The Wolverines will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to create better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here from the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? The context is he let the ball go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out the scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
It's an option look. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's a good call on the option, but the quarterback doesn't execute that well. I don't know if he was fooled by the way that defensive end slow-played it or not, but the end deserves a lot of credit for coming up with a great tackle.
Back to throw. It's Sellers. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll try to run it with the option. They'll toss it to the back. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Back to pass. It's Childs. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the USC offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw over the middle. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
The pocket breaking down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Wolverines. A fumble return for 6. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Close to the tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. And the Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always known over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. He gets the first down in the process.
He's running out of time here. Well, he scrambled and scrambled, doesn't get the ball away, and he's finally dropped for a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen in full display right now.
And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Bringing pressure. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Throws it to the right. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Michigan offense back out on the field. The quarterback's got it on the option. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run the option. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Same tailback, another carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls in the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 28, USC 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back in motion now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Tailback with another carry. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Wolverines will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Childs. Pressure is coming. And he cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Man, how'd you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
4th down, looking to throw for it. The pass rush closing in. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Here's the option play.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Off target and incomplete.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
They'll try the option play here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The Wolverines will have to kick this away. First part of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. They'll kick it away here. And the point coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Childs. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fires it to the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 20. He steps out at the 4, close to a pick 6. Still a great play.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And 109 yards away, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Finds his man. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. Bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled after the catch. Offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to pass, it's Childs. Finds his target, and it's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Lets it go quickly. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. 1st down and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Sellers. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.